So I am extremely grateful to you for having allowed a discussion on this bill today. So this is a taxation law amendment bill in which three minor provisions are intended to be altered. And I think I owe it to the honourable members to just give an explanation as to what each of the three provisions are in simple, non-technical language. Sir, as far as marble is concerned, it is available domestically also. It is imported in large quantities, marble and granite. The maximum bound rate of customs duty under the Custom Tariff Act is 10% as of today. Now, some element of protection to domestic industry was required, and therefore, in terms of quantitative restrictions, etc., there are a series of non-tariff barriers which today exist. So, those non-tariff barriers plus 10% currently is capable of broadly protecting the domestic industry. Now, one of the suggestions is, in case the non-tariff barriers at some stage go because they can't be permanent in nature, then for the protection of the domestic industry, a higher duty may have to be imposed as far as customs is concerned. So the bound rate, that is the roof, is intended to be raised from 10% to 40%. Eventually, it will depend on what is the volume of exports, etc., and what is the extent to which domestic industry needs protection, that the actual levied rate itself will be decided. So it's only an increase of the bound rate. The second and the third amendment is to the Income Tax Act. And these two amendments are urgently required for the following reason. And a pragmatic case has come into existence. The VSNL, which was the Videsh Sanchar Nigam Limited, was a public sector company. It was privatized when the telecom opening out took place. And in the year 2002, as a part of the privatization, it was taken over by one of the Tata Group companies. It's now a part of the Tata Communications. Now, at the time when it was privatized, VSNL had a large amount of surplus land. The land is approximately 771 acres, spread over various cities. Their most expensive land is in Delhi, near Greater Kailash in the heart of South Delhi, and near Mehrauli. Now, out of this land, at the time of the privatization, one of the covenants of privatization was that the land will be hived out into a separate entity, which it has been, and thereafter the land would be divided between the private shareholders, and 52% or so approximately will come to the government. So the demerger will take place, hiving off will take place, and it will come to the government. Now, this land has today to come to the government, and this land can be used by the government for government housing and for various other activities which are in larger public interest. Now, this transaction under the present income tax law will attract capital gains tax, and that will entirely add on to the cost. And therefore, in case a public sector company is divided, and as a result of that demerger, the land or an asset is come to the government, this transaction is sought to be exempted by putting an explanation in the Income Tax Act. That is the second limb of the change which is effected. The third limb of the change is in relation to the apparel sector. We need economic development which generates jobs. And one of the provisions of the Income Tax Act is that if you generate employment for a minimum of 240 days in a year, there are certain tax rebates which you are entitled to. Now, in the apparel sector, that is the textile garment sector, particularly the exporters, jobs are created, but the nature of the trade has become seasonal. India is a large exporter of summer garments. Ladies' garments, gents' shirts, etc. We are exporter of the summer's garments. And in the winter clothing, we are still not being able to produce those apparel at a big stage. And therefore, most of the employment generation companies, and garments is a big generator of employment, are not able to touch 240 days. Recently, the cabinet had approved a whole package of incentives for the textile industry in order to boost employment. And one of the covenants of that was that in relation to the textile industry, the apparel industry, this 240 days should read 150 days. That is, if they generate employment up to 150 days, the apparel industry would also be entitled to the same tax incentives itself. So in the case of apparel, this exception is sought to be made in the Income Tax Act. These are the three small amendments which are sought to be made through this finance.
I respect you because you were earlier my labor minister. लेकिन आपने ज़्यादा समझा नहीं सके. You could not understand much of the things. Sorry for that because you are the labor minister.